Hello? Dude, and the model's gone. I didn't check about the status of everything. Oh, well. No model for a second. Let me open Task Manager. Task Manager, get this guy. Have you guys seen, what is this? I think I have Windows 11. I think. But they changed the little Task Manager icon. It's like, I woke up. I woke up as in like I opened the fucking program. I opened the program and I was like, who is this stranger? I don't know this person. Stranger danger. And it was just the Task Manager. My good old friend Task Manager. Except they changed. You get the meow meow. I might have to like reopen a lot of things. I didn't think I had to, but it's supposed to be here an hour ago. But my OBS had issues. And as always, it's NVIDIA's fault. Everyone say thank you, NVIDIA. Thank you, NVIDIA. Thank you. Okay, let me give it a good test.
Pog online poggers.
Yeah, okay. Stay quiet. Okay, it didn't work. The 5090. I don't even have such a powerful one. I mean, I think mine's okay. It's like I've heard like a lot of the recent ones are very much like overkill. But then I'll see people on TikTok or whatever have like a bunch of graphics cards on a single computer. I don't know how the hell the poor thing keeps up with all that information, but it does. I'm like, dude, that thing's so powerful. It's like so strong.
Pog online poggers.
Heyo. Let's see. Okay, I think wait, this crashed too. Hold on, everything crashed. What is this, 2008? Come on, dude. Mining AI specialized programs for 3D rendering. Yeah, there's this one guy I follow on TikTok who uses it to play like a space game. He plays like a space game on like the highest possible graphics, and like at that point he's basically in space. Like, whoa. I don't know if I want to open this. I feel like the computer isn't gonna be very happy with it. Let's see. Okay. The plan was to do some progress on this. Illustration. Set for the eye examination MV. Actually, I don't have my other chat open. There you go. Task Manager from Deltarune. That's like the cute lady, isn't it? Like the blue one. Also, Deltarune in like a few days or something. Isn't that true? Allegedly, like 4 days. I'm sure if I'm a fan. I hope it's not too nosy, but it's been quite hot. Okay, I have this and this or whatever. At this point, I feel like I'm just gonna draw a bunch of shit and like hope it like works with the MV because I'm so tired of storyboarding. I wasn't meant to storyboard. I was just meant to like shoot the shit and just like do whatever. Let's see. Tomorrow? In 3 tomorrows? 3 whole tomorrows. There you go. I'm excited. Can't wait. It's made for meow meow and yeah. Just messing. Kind of like, I didn't do this one. Instead of that one, I did this expression. But I'm gonna have to. So let's do this. I've been drawing all day. I literally like woke up. You know when when you wake up pretty suddenly. Here we go. Pretty suddenly and like your eyes jolt awake or whatever, like open. I woke up like that, but it was because in the dream, I like well, this is really small. I was like doing an art lesson like with like a professor or something, and then I was like doing observational drawings, And I was going at it real slow, like you're supposed to. And I was like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to go real slow and you capture more detail. And the professor was impressed. And I was like, I woke up in a jolt and I was like, I need to study. I need to go do some observational contour drawings now. But I didn't because I had other things to do. So it was like 6 in the morning. Just wake up at 6 in the morning and like pull out the charcoal. Charcoal's nice. I'm not a huge fan of using charcoal for stuff because it's too messy and I'd rather just not be messy. Gets up your nose. It's too thin. I can use a G pen for this stuff. I've been real into using the G pens lately. I'm like trying to increase the size of this pen. Updating the graphics and stuff mess up my shortcut, so I have to do it manually. Like this. Point this downwards. Bow, bow, bow. I didn't even check if the thing happened. Or if the BGM works. Okay, it looks good. It do be working. Wake up from something happens to you, write down to remember later. Yeah, I thought about writing that one down, but I didn't for some reason. Oh, I had a dream that I had a little bird, a little cute little white bird, like kind of like those fluffy little ones. Instantly opens another canvas to mess around because I always do this. It's like a little one of these little guys. It's like a peep. I feel like no, cuter. It needs to be cuter. One of those little round ones. Like that, but it was white. And it was named Mota. Mota. It was very cute. I've never had a bird before. They live for a long time. And they're like toddlers, so I don't think I want that commitment. In like a perfect world, sure. But they're not very I mean, they're independent. But they need a lot of care despite that. And I'm very independent. I don't think I could give it the care it needs. I don't think I could give a toddler the care it needs for 50 years. Like, that's the beauty of having a toddler where it's like, it's only like that for maybe 4 years tops. And then it kind of like has like a stage of growth. And then like like the needs change a little bit and like their demands change, which is nice because it's not all the same. But birds are babies forever. Their entire lives. And they live as long as people. Couldn't do it. This way, this way. Looks at my model on the screen to see how this is drawn. I've been real loosey-goosey with it. With this. Send the bird to war? He will never turn 18. He's not able to go to war. He's gonna be like 4 years old forever. Or still a toddler, right? Like 3 might be it. Your model for reference? I know, right? Just like look over to the other screen. Like, okay, it's right there. What better reference than the one literally on the screen? And you can move yourself to see how it looks better. Did I press the little thingy? I did? Okay. Crease. I should have chosen a better style for this. I could have done it faster. But no, this style actually looks nice. It just takes time. Nice things take time. Can you believe it? It's a rough reality. I know. I know. I actually had my easel and stuff set up to paint. Oil paint and stuff. But then I was like, I don't know. I second guessed it to do it right now. I feel like I had wanted to maybe do adopt. I do not do adopts. I never have. I never bought one either. They're interesting though. There's this one artist, who I will not name, but they, at this point, it's been so long, I can't remember exactly what they used to actually draw. I think it was a lot of fandom stuff. And they had a really cute art style. I think they might have even streamed for a little bit. I'm not even sure anymore. But they pivoted like very, very hardly nowhere, hardly, um, dramatically. Not even dramatically. It was kind of like a slow transition, but it happened. But they're like exclusively an adopt artist now, and they basically only do that, and they like frequently refresh their page for it. Um, I just found that interesting, like the life cycle of like certain artists online, and how like they end up like just doing things very differently than when they started. Looks up at my model. Never got into adopts. Thing for? Oh yeah, the painting. So I was like arranging my painting stuff, and I was like, I don't know, like the way that camera angle is gonna be like this, and it's fine. But then I was like, where am I gonna put my paints? I don't have that much room on the table because half of it's like a monitor. Stuff. I guess I don't need everything. I can just put it on the floor. I can just put it on the floor and it's fine. My fear is just that it'll like get paint on the floor. A tarp? Maybe. Maybe. Because then it's gonna have oil paint on it forever. Because I don't know how the flooring is gonna react with the gammy. The gam gam. Your gam gam. Your grandma, your mima, your peepaw, your Gigi, your Weesnaw. Where's that one fucking video? He's your Swampa. That's what it was in the video. And I can't actually. I might have it on my drive somewhere, but I don't know exactly what I called it. This video of these guys just talking about how people have like nicknames for their grandparents, and one of them was their Swampa, and I thought that one was so good. That's my Swampa. It reminded me of the Pokemon Drampa, and I was like, that's my Drampa. Like, yeah, that's my Drampa. My entire Pokemon grandpa. This. Nice. Okay, I'm considering this my warm up. Warm up. Mush up. Of course, it looks nothing like the picture. Proportions are off as always. Always. Looks at the camera fiercely. With fierceness. The captions say with fierceness. I just realized the choker on the model doesn't have the heart. Holy shit. And I've been drawing it with the heart in every art piece. I think it's because on the... This is probably a meal. No. On the concept art that I did for it, it had the heart on the choker, but this one doesn't. On the actual model, it doesn't. I guess it's not the full model, technically. I still need to, like, actually make it a full model. I don't have to, but... I thought it would be nice. I like the design quite a bit. I already did the heart on everything, so I'm not even gonna... I'm just gonna keep going. Even if it's a pain. Oops. Here. I already feel the amount of little dots on the screen. That I'm using or putting on it. Let's see. Just like missing like a little hair piece. Moisturize your insides. Unshrimp your spine. You're telling me a shrimp? You're telling me shrimp? I'm feeling shrimp. Ooey-yo. I'm doing very good. Very, very good. Posture check and hydrate. Thank you for the translation. I know. You say it all the time. But what am I to say every single time? I gotta shake it up. Featuring... What was the name of Zendaya's co-star on that? Bella Thorne? Was that her? Like the name is in my head, but I don't know if it's her. Anyway, Zendaya in Shake It Up, the old Disney Channel show. I mean, I could. Do I want to? And then proceed. I could do all of that, and you wouldn't know. It's not everything is captioned on the microphone. Live in a little mystery. Daily mystery. Let me just erase this real quick. Perish. Oh no, 5 turns are up. Like Perish song, the Pokemon. Move. Move. 1, 2, 3. How many things? 1, 2, 3. 3. What's gonna be 4? Be inaccurate the entire time. Whatever. Erase. Here's this. Here's this. Should also be working on my model art. While I have the respite. But oh, there's so many things to do. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. So much to do. So much to do. So much to see. So much wrong with taking the backseat. You never know if you don't grow. If you don't grow, you'll never grow if you don't. What? Wait, where are the lyrics? I don't remember. 1, 2, 3. I don't remember. Hands in despair. I don't remember. I'm gonna look at the reference, but the reference is gone. It's just Punkaboo. You never shine if you don't glow. There you go. Wow. Never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Go play. I don't remember. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Break. Where is this? Break the mold. Mold breaker. Who has that? Electros? Electros. Uni. V. Where is it? My keyboard just gave up. Beep. Did it crash? What the fuck? There you go. You guys see the Pokemon biology like pages that they released? Preview, because they're making like some sort of like a biology ecosystem type book thing where it's like all the different Pokemon. Shooting stars break a bone. If a shooting star hit you, it probably would break more than just one bone. That's for sure. But they have a little page where it has all the water type Pokemon. And again, me and the rest of the world being like, Kyogre's so small. I like the art where it shows him like huge and like huge, like scary huge, like whoa, like the stuff that gives you, I don't know how to say it, thalassophobia, like the phobia of like the deep ocean, that sort of stuff. But he's not particularly big when you compare him to like other creatures in the water. And then they have Vaporeon. It was so cute. Correct phobia? Yes. I don't know if I said it right. I assume so, but you never know with these scientific names. Vaporeon was so cute. It uses its big fat tail to like go up and down, because it was like sorted by like how they move their fins or tails or whatever to move, and then Vaporeon was like in the up and down category. But then it also does a little doggy paddle, and so cute. Oh, wow. Little doggy paddle. It's so cute. But then it's like, that's probably kind of a pain. I mean, I'm sure it works, though. Aardman collab. Is that... Let me see. Let me look it up. I know, but... Yes. The Wallace and Gromit people. Yeah. They've been teasing that for a hot minute, though, huh? I'm not seeing updates. I think my laundry's done. Hope it's dry. I don't want to get up and check. What you don't know can't hurt you or some shit. That's not even true. Cause it will. Cause it will. Happens all the time. Oh, it's doing autosave. Bow bow bow. Yes. Gas. TADC theme. The Amazing Digital Circus. I've seen that. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't watch the most recent episode. The one where they're like in McDonald's or whatever the fuck. I haven't watched it. I don't know why. I've been trying to keep up with it just enough. Just very casually. I don't really see like toys of it in public. It's like, whoa, that's like the thing online. That's like the animation that's online. But you don't see too many of them, so it's like, oh, okay. It's still pretty low. Down low. Where's the heart? Looks up. You can even see it here. Of Gaslight District. I haven't seen their other works of that group. A single group is a group. The recent episode is your favorite? I think I've seen a lot of people say that. I do think it's interesting. It really is the kind of thing where it's like, I'm very curious where it's gonna go, because I feel like no matter where it goes, it's gonna be kind of unsatisfactory. Like no matter what it does. And it's not like its own fault. I think it's just the fault that it got so popular. Like that's just what it feels like, where it's like, I don't think anyone's gonna be content with whatever they reveal. I am very curious though. I thought the whole concept was very interesting. Yeah, I have to draw a hand. No! I have to draw a hand. I want to draw a hand. I'll just draw the hand first. In disregard to everything. I need to get better drawing hands. I think I'd be good at it by now, but nope. Nope. Something about like the... Like, technically I know it, but like the... Wait, hold on. Another hiccup. Oh, it's a whole new month, so it's a new hiccup counter. Have I done it more than once already? I think I've done it a couple times already. This finger is not that tall. To make it smaller. But technically I know like the formula for like drawing hands, but I don't got it down in the bag. Low expectation thing, one way to kind of follow for me is Kane's writing. I do think there's a lot. How do you say it? Like a lot being left behind, I guess, or like not being addressed, I guess, or like I don't know. Like I was like, oh, these are interesting parts of the concept, but they haven't really like said anything about it. Which they could just do it later, but I don't like this. Like, I thought the little, like, scene in the one episode where it was... The fuck's their name? What's their name? What's your question? What's their name? I say Glaggle. Glaggle is the... This is so joyous. That's, like, not even the actual fucking... It's, like, not even related. Zubul? Yeah, Zubul. With Zubul. And it was like a little like faux therapy session. And like it feels like they got so close to something and then they were like, yeah, no. Which was like the bit, like the point, cause to show how there's been like, it like redirects, but it's still like, bro, that was like the most interesting it's been for like a hot minute. But I actually don't know if they have like a certain like amount slated. Whole bucket. Would you eat a whole bucket of raw cookie dough? I like how it's not even a would you rather. It's just like would you just do the one thing? No, I wouldn't, because it's got eggs. It's not cooked. Even that cookie dough is like weirdly filling. If you ever had like raw cookie dough, not raw, but like edible cookie dough, I don't remember how they make them edible. They like pasteurize it or something. I don't know. Anything other than evil, but the audience loves him too much to see him in that way. I do wonder what the deal is. You drawing? Yes. Just the hand right now. Because it showed that he also had like some sort of, oh my god, I don't like drawing hands, like some sort of like existentialness to his existence, and he was like, I'm just I have to do this or else I'm gonna snap. But then it's like, why are you doing this? Like, are you in the same boat as everyone else or no? Or like, what is it, right? A little interesting, but again, it like redirected pretty quickly. I'm not taking requests. It would be easier if I knew the character, but I don't. This hand does not look terrible. It's like self-affirmations. This does not look terrible. It looks okay. This looks okay. I do need to scale it though. Actually, it seems like a pretty okay scale. Have sleeves? Right. Right. What's this? Does this to you? Erases. Actually, have I made the sleeves pretty big before? Yeah. It's just MEOW, right? Yeah. Dude, I've drawn like nothing. I've drawn like nothing. Oh my god, this is not gonna get finished by the time I had wanted to. That's okay, because life goes on. I'm free. You're free. I'm gonna assume. You're either talking about wherever you were or you caught up to Limbus Company. They saw that Millie released their song and I haven't listened to it. Both? That's good. I've not listened to the song yet. I need to catch up. I'll listen to it even without catching up because Millie. Why would I not? I have to listen to Millie. This. Because your phone kept crashing. It's like one of those like Android work phone type things. I always find those interesting zebras or whatever they're called. I think zebra is like one of the main things. Like that shit's just an Android phone. Like the amount of things that are just Android phones. Like, oh, this shit runs on Android. Like, like everything runs on Android. Good reason too, but it's just funny. I beat it 3. Oh, you're the boss for the Kanto. I don't know why I thought about it. Galaxy 22. I have not a Galaxy, but it was a Samsung. And the fucking, it like pissed me off so bad because it was allegedly like a good phone, but it had like storage issues and like the UI was like constantly fighting itself, and I couldn't do it. I recently got a new phone and I was like, you know what? I don't care if it's a budget phone. I'm getting the brand that I know is good, old, reliable. Can you guess what it is? Project Moon current game's title start with L. I wonder if it means anything. L. Library. Limbus. L. I wonder what it means. This? It's not Apple, isn't it? It's not. Oh, technically that could be seen as a old reliable because older models do pretty well. But to me, it's in general it's unreliable. Because there are things I like to do on my phone, and apps that I have, and it's like, Apple cannot do any of that. Apple. You can do everything, but Kanto's like, hey, otherwise it was just bleh. It wants you to grow stronger. Not even the same game remotely, but when I would play Twisted Wonderland, I ended up like giving up on actually playing the story because my units were so fucking weak, and I could, for the life of me, not level them up properly, like no matter what. I just couldn't do it. Like I would do all like the little lessons and put it on auto mode and everything. And it's like, do this, like do this combination or whatever. And then I would have to roll again. It's like, I can't do this. So I just like ended up like giving up and like reading the story like on a video. But I have not caught up to the story because it's progressed quite a bit. I used to have every single Ace card because Ace is my guy. That's my guy. But I don't have every card because I stopped playing and I have like 0 currency. I had terrible luck too. But for some reason, I always got his cards. The Millie song is good, but not as a good boss theme in your Humble Onion. That makes sense. I feel like it's hard to do both if you're trying to hit certain themes. After they were caught slowing down their older phones. No different. Yeah, definitely. It's like they have too much of their hands in it. Hello, lows. Low. Just low. This has a little bow here and it has a heart like this. Makes a heart. My sister and I were like briefly in... Oh, this is the wrong thing. We're like briefly talking about like how there's like different ways to do hearts with your hands. And we were like, the most recent one that's like very popular, my friend does it. It's like just using your two index. No, it's using your middle finger and your index finger, your pointer finger. Come along, nice, thank you. Yeah, little fingies. And like it uses this finger, no, yeah, these two fingers, and then you make a heart like this, like that, right? But it was a little bit difficult to do. I think it's because you have to like really extend the middle finger, and it's kind of hard if you're not used to it. I still do like the heart hands where it's like with the thumb, like this, or I'll do the K-pop one, like this or whatever. Much easier, much easier. Are you excited about the Switch 2? Can't believe it comes out this week. It comes out this week? Seriously? Is that why I see a bunch of people talking about about it? I didn't know it was that soon. You're joking? You could definitely get my ass with anything. It's not that difficult. Is it really not? It's probably a dexterity thing. You know how some people can like bend their what layer am I on? Bend their thumbs all the way back and stuff like that. Pronounced Lewis. Holy crap, Lewis. Yeah, I always make that fucking reference of the for that one Family Guy bit where it's like the lady being like, holy crap, Lois, this food is so fucking good, or some shit like that. But I don't, instead of saying Lois, I say Lewis, and that's not her fucking name. Holy crap, Lewis. What the fuck is Lewis? Literally, who is that? You can bend your spine. Oh my god, me too. The question now is like, with how much ease? And does it crack? Just do this. I think I drew this pretty big. Actually, I'm gonna look back. Whoa, look back like the movie and the manga, which is really good. Who's Lois? We're rolling very pretty. Thank you. Thank you. There's this. Bing, bing. I love Pokemon Legends. I love going and walking around with my Pokemon and just like sneaking around Pokemon, like alpha Pokemon, and getting resources, and then playing with my... You remind me of _Universe Cat. Whoa. Is that like a really cool VTuber or something? Or like a really cool artist? I've never heard of them. Are they super cool and epic? Let me erase this. Maybe? Maybe. What's this? Wait, I just realized I can do that! I don't remember what the shortcut... I think it's... Hold on, let me restore this shortcut. You want to allow this app to make changes? Hold on. Hey, you hug me? You can pretend in your mind, I guess. A studio. Like a little plush toy. J. Cole or J. Cole? I don't know anything about J. Cole. And I don't know anything about Jake's hole, so truly I don't have anything to say. Was it this one? This one. I think it's the parentheses, brackets, the brackets. Let me see. Would you prefer is better? Would you prefer? I guess my preference is neither. You can listen, what is it? You can listen here, viewer. Once comment makes your documentary meow meow meow, you can in fact hug her. That is true. It will be made. God willing. And he is willing. Where's the bracket on this thing? So I can like finally do it. It says pad. What does it mean by pad? You usually am willing. You just like self-answered for that. Yeah, I think I'm willing. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay. Bigger. Smaller. Okay, I reversed it, but it's okay. On Space Invaders? Space Invaders? Like that old game? Am I thinking of that right? Or am I just like not? Oops. I meant to do on the eraser. Wrong. I need to reverse these. Erase. That was like the most pathetic hiccup ever. Let's move you a little bit. Here. Gets in the way, of course. Let's do this. This model's so cute. So cute. Cute little creatures. Okay, erase this. Catch up to F Go. I call it F Go. My sister's constantly being like, I want to go back and play it because she lost her account. She's like, that game fucking sucks. Like, the game sucks, but I want to play. Your gotcha slap. I literally like. I see a lot of Uma Musume clips on my feed, and I was like, this is kind of fucking cool. So I'm going to, what's it called? Like pre-register for the app and see what happens when it gets downloaded. But like, I don't think I'm gonna keep up with it just because of the nature of it being gacha and then like training units. Like I don't think I have the time for that. Oops. See how I switched that instantly? I didn't see. Hold on. I'll put it back. Scam. No, it's right here. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. Bow 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 bow. What is that? A new mattress. Mattresses are like weird. They cost a lot. Universe bear? Gasp. In another world. I was a bear, not a cat. I think I might have thought about being a bear, but I was like, no. I think that was like a complete picture. This way. Am I the right layer? Yes. You should read The Lost Belt 6. What's that one about? I'm gonna Google it real quick. Not like the entirety, I just want to see what it's about. Lost Belt 6. It's a universe, but universally universally. Universally a university in a universe. Let's see. This character's cute. I've never seen this character. Happy cat, happy meow. So cute. Was that fairy guy in the... Wait, let me watch the trailer. I can watch the trailer. That's so cool they have trailers for these things. Let me watch it real quick. It's like fully animated. It's the you know, I don't know what the story really is for FGO. Fairy Britain. Whoa, it's Britain, but it's like there's fairies. What's his name? Oberion? He's like interesting. I'm like on the floor now. He's interesting. He's interesting. I see a lot of fan art of him. Oberon. Over. Under. It's here. Word association games. Terrible. Oberon. This isn't connect. Simplify. What do I like from FGO? Knowing literally like almost nothing about it. I know like some things about it, and I'll ask my sister sometimes if I'm curious, but there's some things where it's like this one. You make a YouTube channel, maybe even start streaming. Imagine you, me, and the boys making a YouTube channel. Maybe even start screaming. Maybe even start streaming. And then we'll ask the chef to make us some spicy noodles, yeah? Imagine the feeling. Yeah. People die when they're killed, yeah. It's true. Where was the lie? Not a single lie was told. Are you gonna dap you up am I gonna dap you up softly? Of course. Of course. God, I hate drawing hands because it's like, yeah, like this, but then there's like a connecting like this. Actually, it connects more like this. But not like that. Looks at my hand. It does have like a thing to it. I like Paul Bunyan from FGO. She's so cute. Like random ass character. Oh, and Van Gogh. I like Van Gogh too. I like Van Gogh from FGO. They're so cute. You remember the first time you died? Whoa, you're like those like little kids that are like, I remembered that I was a 40-year-old man, and then a fire happened in my apartment and I jumped or some shit, and then they tell their parents that, and their parents are like, oh my god, my kid's a psychic or some shit. And then they write a book about it, and then they make hella money. Like that. What else do I like from FGO? I like Van Gogh. Like Paul Bunyan. So what dumbass puns. That's so cute. It's so cute. Saber's always good. Saber's so cute. Nero's cute too. I love like selfishly cute characters. Nero's kind of like that. I'm sure there's probably a more like kawaii boku type character. But I'm pretty sure she's like a kawaii boku, but she's like more royal. Van Gogh. A Van Joke. But you don't even say it. But the thing about that is that it's not even Van Gogh, right? It's like Gogh, right? Like that's not even accurate. I'm pretty sure. It's like one of those things. Like this? That's this? I've been wrestling this fucking hand for like what, 30 minutes, and I still can't get it. It's fine. Drake here, want free V-Bucks? Drake is the last person that should be offering kids V-Bucks. Draw better, faster. I have to. I have to. Hold on. Yeah, there's like a thing here, and like it's webbing, but it's like not that webbed. Like there's like a very particular type of webbing that human hands have, and I don't know what I'm messing up on. This is why I woke up in a fever sweat, being like I have to do observational studies. I knew something was gonna get my goat like this. I'm gonna wash my goat. Your goat's washed. What's this? Bow, 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 bow. Is it? And still no color. I know. And the color's like so simple. It's just like flats. Buying the Switch 2, not right away. I'll definitely think about it once more exclusive games come out for it. Especially if they end up making a exclusive Pokemon game for it, I will definitely buy it. I'll find the money somehow. But I didn't go for it this time just because it's coming out. Legends coming out for regular Switch, so it was like no need, no rush. Gotta save up, yeah. You have a little bit, I think. What the fuck? I need to save. I bought, as y'all know, I bought the Vaporeon for like $400. The life-size Vaporeon, and I've been putting money aside for it. I was like, okay, like I budget this, budget that, like oh this and that, and then it's like okay, and then here's Vaporeon, like all these necessities, and it's like okay, Vaporeon. Was it worth it? I think so, because it's I either spend $400 now or I spend $2,000 like the day after the pre-orders ended. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather spend $400 than $2,000. But that money I technically could have also bought the shiny Vaporeon Pokemon card. But why would I want that if I could have the real fucking thing in front of me, you know? Why would I go for the Pokemon card if I can have an actual Vaporeon in my room? We get a little dog bed. We get dog bed. There's like, they released like a new merch line with like little environments. And Glaceon has one and like has a little dog bed. It's so cute. And I was like, that'd be so cute if they gave all the Eevees a little dog bed. Like themed. On one Switch 2 or one Vaporeon, which way, pink cat? Well, this purple cat said, I'm going Vaporeon. The Switch 2 can wait. Let's see. Where's this? Do they do anything? Nope. It just sits there looking cute. You can enjoy it. It's like having a pet. This is the wrong thing. Like the equivalent of having a reborn doll. Y'all know what those are? But it's just like a Vaporeon and it's real. It's like a tangent. There's a tangent line. I have to get rid of it. Simplify, connect, pinch. It's gonna be a tangent anyway, but it's fine. You really want it, you could put a squeaker in it or something if you knew how to sew. Which I do technically. I saw a lot of people go to VTuber Talk real quick. A lot of people get their Gigi, I think it was her birthday merch. They got their birthday merch, and it kind of sucks because they had to pay tariffs on it. It was like, I think a lot of people had to pay like 50 or more bucks to like actually receive the package, which sucks. But a lot of them, the little squeaker in her tail is so fucking cute, and now I'm jealous. I'm like, fuck, I should have ordered one. But if I got that I got hit with those tariffs, I was like, oh my god, this fucking GG cost me like $1 million fucking dollars. Your channel months ago and even commented, Ellie just not got into it properly. Well, welcome. I'll be here. In and out. Like the place. In and out. You know, in and outs, they have like trees in front of their establishments. They're like the logo. But they like bend the fuck out of them so that it looks like the logo. And I was just wondering like how they do that. They just get like a big piece of machinery and just like grab it and then just like go to town. Meow, 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 meow. Dude, this hand seems fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna color it with a color and like not put a line because I think the line is gonna mess me up. Also, the hand's way too small now. Oh my god. It's way too small now. And he's looking, she has a big old puffer. I saw that model because she pretty sure it's her, but she was posting on TikTok like live performances. And one of them had that model. I think it might have been when she was singing Shanty or something. But it had that model. Big old buns. obvious. Nope. There's that. Erases this. There's this. Erases this. Erases this. I want GG Squeaker toy. Have you ever been a child? Once. Some might say maybe twice, but I'll say once. I think most people are children at some point. Sometimes, weirdly, no. You still are? It's because because I'm chibi. Oh, speaking of chibis. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I just got a message. Let me check there real quick. But I was just reminded by saying chibi. I was doing a critique. You know, art critiques. Why is it Discord? I think Discord's gonna crash my whole fucking PC. Hold on. Behave, Discord. As I'm talking to Discord, My Little Pony. Okay, it's nothing urgent. Anyway, I was doing a critique. Participating in a critique. Here's my chat. Here it is. 50% of people who have lived to be 80 have been born. Probably. You could, like, spend 80 years on Earth and not have been born. That is a thing. If you really think about it. Anyway, I was doing an art critique, right? And one of the, classmates does, like, manga art, right? And it looks very classic. Like, when you think of someone doing, like, maybe anime-style artwork, you would think, like, maybe something a little more modern, maybe? But what they were really into doing, like, their influence was super clear. Their influence is very clearly, like, JoJo, like, shonen, like, early shonen mangas and stuff. And because they had, like, they made their own draft, like, manuscript. And then they did, like, the digital one and they printed it out. Like, the digital final. And it was very clear that they were referencing, like, how do you say it? Like, when shonen mangas are published in magazines because they have, like, the intro cover art to kind of introduce what it is, right? It's, like, a very specific thing that once you see it, you're like, oh, yeah, that's from a magazine, as opposed from, like, a volume that's, like, published by itself. And, you know, in critiques, you're supposed to say stuff. And I was like, I have shit to say for once. Because otherwise the professor calls you out. It's like, oh, what do you think, right? So before it gets to that point, you have to speak. So I was like, I have shit to say. I didn't say that, but you know what I mean? And I was like, you know, because they had like an artwork, like a chibi thing, where it has the characters and who they are. Yeah. Or like cover art kind of. Like a cool, like, for example, like, not shonen magazines, but shoujo magazines publications do a lot where the intro of the chapter has, like, maybe, like, the girls in a very cute outfit that isn't in the story. It's, like, a very cute themed outfit kind of thing. I read a lot of shoujo growing up that had stuff like that, like, very classic type of style and, like, key illustrations, I suppose, would be, like, somewhat a way to say it. Anyway, so he had some very cute chibi artworks that were very much like, oh yeah, like, that's like a very classic chibi. Like, they don't really, it's like they don't really draw them like that no more. So I was like, I said this and I was like, oh, you know, chibis, and I was like, talk and draw, fuck, you're right. So he was like, I was like, oh, it's like a very classic art style, and especially, and you're supposed to give things I likes, right? Like, some I likes. So I was like, I like how the manga that you made was a manga, and, like, it's like visual print, and it's like single page, and it reminds me of the magazines, because right now, what's really popular, like, it's almost like a weirdly dying art to some extent online, because everyone just makes webtoons, and the webtoons are formatted to printable formats. Which means scrolling, which means the paneling changes, and, like, the way that you write the story kind of has to revolve around the scrolling. And it's, like, just something you don't really see a lot of people publish manga type of comics anymore, just because a lot of the formats, like, are, like, publishing things, like, on Webtoon and stuff, or on Tapas. A lot of it is, like, you want people to read your shit, so you're kind of getting, like, really, like, social media about it. The art of the page turn, yeah, but you don't have to page turn anymore. You just have to fucking scroll. So everything's about that. And so I was saying all this shit, and it's an art class. So there's people of like different ages, and we have like a good amount of old people, like old people. And a lot of them were like, I have no idea what you just, like, it was their turn to like say something, and they were like, I have no idea what these kids just said. And it was very funny because I was saying, oh, you know, it reminds me of like JoJo and whatever, and like the other young people in class were like, yeah, like it's very much like they were agreeing with me, and then like they even added on, and the old people were like, I have no idea what these kids just fucking said. I was just like, because they were like, what is this chibi thing? And I was like, oh, it's like when they're like cute and small like that. It's like, it basically means like small, more or less. Like a little cute and small, like, or whatever. It was just, I just thought it was so, I was like, oh my god, I like the same way I went off now, like using all those key terms. But it's like, I had no fucking clue. They couldn't even keep up. They don't know what hit them. Her art of yaoi. I don't think I've ever drawn any fucking yaoi. Can you believe it? 好きな anime は何ですか? I can never answer that question. I like Yuri Kuma Arashi. It's not a very good, it's an okay anime. Yuri Kuma's an okay anime, but I like it better as a manga because it's so much cuter and you can see her a lot more developed. It's a fraud because I'm not drawing yaoi. What would I even draw yaoi about? Like, I don't even know. I'm already like the type to not draw fan art. So for me to like draw yaoi fan art, it's like it has to be real fucking good, you know what I mean? Real fucking good. There's some that are good, I just don't know. The only thing I can think of is because it just revolves around my favorite characters. What the kids are into? What are the kids into these days? Anime wise. Oh, your taste scare you? My yaoi taste or my taste in dudes and in fictional anime men? I feel like I've expressed some of my fictional anime men. Both? Dudes? Dudes, like fictional dudes. I don't know any real people. I'm not real. Fictional dude characters are just better. I've said it before, like Silver Ash from Arknights, Eustace from Grand Blue. Like, I feel like those two are very solid, like, representatives of characters I like. They're kind of, like, weirdly outliers, but I do think there's, both of them at the very similar. I like, those type of characters, like, quiet, not super quiet, but they're cool as fuck. Silver Ash is so fucking cool. He's always scheming. And his sisters are so cute. Do I Yume Silver Ash? Sure. Would I also ship Silver Ash with the Doctor? Parentheses male? Yes. I think the Doctor's so fucking cool. They're so cool. People aren't real. They sure aren't. What's this one? What other? Tequila's really cute. He has puppy ears. I don't know a lot about him though, because I didn't really read that story, but I think he's quite cute. I think a lot of it's just because he has mimis and he's blonde. I try not to go very much for blonde characters, but there are some blondes in my heart. There are. There is. Is that the right way? Where is this? I'm like messing up my layers. What other characters? I don't know. Why do you hate blondes? I don't hate them. I just try not to like be super into them because I feel like it's like a I feel like it's an obvious choice for a lot of people, and like sometimes it's not for me. I don't know. I don't know. It's not that I get like particularly like it's not defensive, but it's almost like a fear. Like a fear of having my taste be known. I think part of that just happens to be because I grew up with an older brother, and it's a very classic like if you say something you're gonna get teased, whether or not they know what they're doing. Like you're gonna get teased. Like I liked Hetalia growing up, and my brother I think we were just having dinner like outside or some shit, and he like asked like what languages you want to learn, and I said like a few languages, and he was like, is it because you like Italia? And I was like, fuck you. I didn't say that. I didn't say fuck you, but I said no. I said no, that's not at all why. It was because my friends speak those languages. It wasn't because of Italia. I was so embarrassed. It just so happens that my favorite characters in Italia have blonde hair also. You see where the defensiveness comes from? That's what happens when you grow up with older siblings. I feel very #blessed not to have an older sister. I feel like it would be worse. I don't know. Because I have friends with older sisters, and I feel like that's like a demon, like a different boss fight, like a different demon to have in your household. An older sister. Blonde haters picking the dude with white hair that's different. They're literally the same thing though. They're like very much like the same thing. They have like their differences, but it's very much like whatever. 9 years older than me. That's a pretty large age gap. But I have a pretty large age gap with my brother too. Although I guess for a while I didn't particularly always feel like that, but sometimes it manifests that. It manifests. You don't have a sister? I have a sister. I have one of each. Or a brother. You don't have any? I always wonder what it's like to be an only child. I feel like it's like a whole different environment. A whole different ballpark. Love that sister of yours. I know you do. She's not even here often. Everyone loves her. I know next time I play this Gaia, she's gonna want to play, or she's gonna want to like be here. We wanted to see if like talking on Discord would work, but because when she just sits in my room and like watches me, I have to do the mic setup stuff, which is a little bit of a hassle, and then also I have to like bend the screen over so she can see the whole setup. But this is the wrong layer. Dude, I'm like hopping layers back and forth. He makes fun of you as he should. I mean, I feel like that's a default. If you're an older brother and you're not like teasing or making fun of your siblings, like what the like that's like play your role. Like that's part of it. Like that has to be part of it. That's like part of the job. I think this is fine. I don't know how much I want to show of the body. I don't think there is. What's up? You can't even see the body on this. Here. It's like a little jacket with a skirt. I need to like consolidate these layers. I'm like losing it. Anyway, my favorite characters in Italia are America and Switzerland. I'm Liechtenstein. I love Liechtenstein. She's so cute. Oh, in Ukraine, she's very beautiful. She's boobalicious. I think all those characters are blonde. Every single one of those characters are blonde. I get whiplash sometimes when I'll be on TikTok and I'll see like a page with like Italia AMVs or whatever, and I was like, bro, what year are we in? It feels like flashbacks. And there's like people, like new people getting into Italia these days, and it's like, whoa. Are you insane? Are you? Only you would know. I said that like the back of a fucking cereal box commercial, or like a cereal box commercial. The back of the commercial, turn the tape around. They don't record things on tape anymore. You would like them. Yeah, I would. And I do. Switzerland's so cute. He's like, if you put cat ears on him, he'd be so fucking cute. He'd be so fucking cute if you put cat ears on him. He's like a shy, cute little one. In general, are insane. They kind of are. It's like it's just a weird space to be in. Like you can consume it and like have criticism of it, because trust me, there is a lot to criticize about it. But it really is like, you have to be careful who you're interacting with, because not everyone consumes it critically, and also not everyone is normal. Like I don't know how to say it. Like anything that revolves around characters based off of real life people and events, especially something like countries, which is like an idea that happens constantly, like you gotta be a little bit careful. You gotta be careful with who you're talking to and how you interact with everything. round baby face type peeps. I guess all of those are basically that. All of the art style's pretty. A lot of characters have that sort of thing. But I do like him cute. I do like cute characters. Okay, this is, let me do the face, and then give this. I have not saved this whole time, I think. Using the characters, I don't think, honestly, like the plot, quote unquote, isn't particularly important because a lot of it is like world history. And, you know, already world history is very much like, ooh, like complicated, and then like, you know, relationships or whatever. I feel like a lot of it's like fandom based these days, especially where people just take something and they make their own little story and like dynamics. I think when you start thinking about it as characters and less like as they are as countries, because technically they're not the countries, they're just people. They're just people, kind of, but they're like personifications of the countries, but they're not literally the country. It's like a weird thing. I remember that being like a thing that people discussed. Slice of life with a bit of history. Yeah. World War II fanfic anime, which is a bit weird. Yeah, it is basically. It is basically. It is very strange. It is very strange. But the art is like super appealing, and then like certain characters interact pretty interestingly. I think it's one of those things where if you were to pitch it, the idea is pretty interesting. And then in practice, it's really fucking hard to do, like in a way that's like 100% respectful and like not weird. Cause it just gets, it gets really messy where it's like how you portray certain things. Cause there's like no way you can't show a bias. And naturally, because it's created by, a Japanese individual, there's a lot of bias in that regard. It's just overall very strange, you know. Ideas, very execution. Yeah, it's one of these where it's like, again, conceptually you're like, oh, that could be cool, and you realize there's a million people on Earth and everyone has different histories, and you're like, I don't think we can like accurately portray this in a way that makes everybody happy. And it's just really, it is very strange. I don't know that much about those like country balls things, but I know that's one of those things where it's like they are balls and they are countries, and also because it's the same premise as like Italia, where it's like they're representing countries. That got messy really fast and has a bunch of weirdos in the fandom. I don't really know what it is though. I remember I think my friend mentioned it once in passing, and I see them sometimes. That's like that, right? And then there was like a person, dude, I think it was on Instagram where this primarily was. This was ages ago at this point. But there was like a person who had like fan-made like OCs basically of like all the states in the US. And that got messy real fucking quick. that got bad real quick. Because again, these are characters like based off of historical places with history. And history isn't pretty, and all of a sudden you're making characters that are like pieces of shit or like, you know, straight up racist or like sexist, like all these things, and it's just because you're basing it off like reality, which is not pretty or kind. And it's like, look at all these dots on the thing. It's like very messy. Like I don't really think there's a perfect way you could ever do it. There's just no way. Country Balls Italia is basically, move this. That but anime. What are country balls? Is it like to me what it's giving is like mascots for like a how-to like history lesson videos, and then like the people like them. Is that what they are? Like mascots for like a how-to or like a history YouTube channel or something? Like that's what it feels like. Meant to be parody but got out of hand. Interesting. Favorite college football team? I don't watch football, let alone college football. That's cool though that you can watch college football. Isn't that wonderful? The free country balls are, I don't really know either. That feels like a very old school YouTube thing too. Although I actually don't know how old it is. Is this even actually connected? It is. The country balls in comics. Are they like a comic thing? I wonder. Oh, there it is. Weird. It's all like thin here. Why? 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 It's fine. Oh wait, I didn't even draw the glasses like this. Actually, what I keep doing, I think I copy and paste the glasses every single time. This makes my life so much easier. Keeps it consistent. Let's see. Let's go find an old drawing. This one. Literally did about country bad, other country good. That's, yeah, that sounds about right. That definitely sounds like the most depth any sort of country thing, country personification project will do. Is this it? Where is it? The flip? This one. This and this. Here. I'll put it here. Big old glasses, but they're not formed fully. Go here. Rotate. I'm gonna have to really move this. Nice face, thank you. It's very cute, very cutesy. Oh, it's fine. It's gonna cut into it. This. Yippee! Let's see. I think I'll just use a mask for this. I finally learned what masks are as of like last year. There's a webcomic you've heard. It's also basically Italian TV tropes appear on TV tropes all the time. I feel like it's gonna be like a tale as old as time. Like everyone's gonna, like, people are always gonna try to do country personification character stories, and it's always gonna end up a little weird and not graceful. There's just no way. But it seems like the concept is so appealing to people, right? But it's just never done the way that it quote unquote should be. Or like it's never done perfectly. It's very interesting. Just this. Extend this. Create a mask here. Masks here? Where? Happy Pride Month. It is Pride Month. May was like a little bit of a long month, I think. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. It was kind of a long month. But even then, June's here very quickly, as always. The only way to do it is to have it based on fantasy worlds. Yeah, definitely. I feel like that one gives more leeway. Even then, it's still pretty obvious what people mean, but it's definitely a lot better than just having it be explicitly what it is, because then people are like, I don't think, and then it cuts off like that. Let me move this a little bit. This, actually, yeah. I like crooked glasses. Sure. Oh, I guess I could cut it here too. Although, bing bing. Yeah, I guess I can just mask that part too. As well. Serious. Whoa. What song is this? Check it out. Beam, beam, beam. Route. I have the window minimized. I can't read it. Route 15, Pokemon X and Y. Oh, is that like the champion road? It's just listening, sounding like. Sounds like a champion on the road. Yes. Okay, let me do this. And then go in. Lightly erase. Enhance. Erase. Alright. If I finish just this, I'll be happy with that. It's way more than I would have bargained for. Anyway. What other weird things do I like? Italia is like probably like the weirdest thing. The Lowe's Power Tools Tierless coming out. Does Lowe's even have like a brand of their own? Like, you know how Walmart has their own brand? 25, 34, go and stop. Enhance. Enhance. Beep, 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 beep. Wait. Enhance. Beep, 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 beep. And what do they say? What do they say? They do? Oh, interesting. I did not know that. I didn't think and stop if like it was like hardware stores had their own, what's it called? White label tools. They probably aren't necessarily white labeled though. I'm sure they have the money to just actually make some actual original tools. The hardware store, a bunch of nuts and bolts and paint sometimes. The Blade Runner photo scene. I've never seen Blade Runner. Okay, the eyes. Let me like move this. This is the nose. This one. I'll put this in its own folder. Folder within a folder. And then let's see what we can do. We'll use the line pen. Let's do the eyelashes. Eye top. I have such difficulty drawing the eyes. I don't know what it is lately, especially. Go back in reference. Let me actually open one of the artworks. Actually, they're like at a really high DPI for no reason, literally. They're round. Actually, I think I've been just copy and pasting it lately. But we'll see. We'll see if I have to do it here. I might have to actually. Fuck it. I'm gonna copy and paste the eyes. A few scenes are a bit dated. Let's see. I need to like sit down and watch a lot of things, but definitely some classic movies, I guess, would be on the menu. This one's masked, that's fine. Like this, and then I just have to change the eye shape. Then erase the mask. One of your favorites. Oh, see. See. Leave it like this. And then get a more pensive reaction? Pensive, is that the word? What's the pensive emote? This is the wrong eraser. Erase. Oh, the bird. This. Hello. And then let's make the eyes change. Rotate, flip, your freaking gooshness. Ooh, subscribe. If humans had tails, they would find very interesting ways to use them. About the universe from universe, yes. We thinking hashtag big. Like that video? It's so fucking funny. I feel like the beginning of it being like about tails also really helps it. Hairy or fleshy? I feel like they would probably be a mix of both. Probably like Sphinx cats. You know how some Sphinx cats can have like more fur than others? It's like a weird, like, I guess maybe it's like a subsect of the breed, but you can have like Sphinx cats with coats. Like just some parts are like furry, or like they're furry a little bit. It's still very fleshy. I feel like it would be like that. Maybe some people would have more furry and some less furry. Pinkle chicken cat. They're so cute. When their wrinkles are smoothed out, they look like chickens. Sphinx cats also need a lot of maintenance. I don't know if I would ever get one. They're very, very cute though. The one that I was thinking of would be cute are the Oriental short hairs, but they meow a lot, and I have a cat that meows a lot, and already like the whole family gets like she gets on their nerves because she meows too much. So I do think an Oriental short hair would not do very well in this household. Speaking of like cats though, going to get their tail waxed for the beach, that'd be like, I guess it depends on what type of tail you got, huh? Because if you have like a beautiful like Afghan hound tail, like it's very lush, like why would you shave that? Like it's gorgeous. Put some conditioner on it. I'm a chibi, yes. Like I don't know, I don't think that would be a tail that is shaved. But maybe if you had like a little rat tail and it was getting a little too hairy, you were like, I don't like the stubble. So you can just shave it. Although shaving hair like that would probably create more stubble. This is such a weird size. This looks weird because of the white of the eyes. Braid your tail hair for events. Yeah. Be like a My Little Pony. You know how they like have a lot of stuff like that? Like they have like fashion and stuff. Just do that. Just think about that. Let me drink some water. Furries getting their tail shaved or waxed. I guess a lot of it really just is about your species and like the look you're going for. Because you know, people shave their head like in real life. Like that would be like, it would be like, oh yeah, I just decided to shave my tail. I just thought it would be a good change in the look or something. Little bird. This one's like a little more like this. Slow closed doors to keep from getting crushed. Yeah, that would definitely be like a thing. Speaking of like furries though, the Zootopia movie's coming out, right? I saw someone, because they, I guess it was a trailer. Bald people were fictional. You don't think Northern Lion's real? Or Dan Heschel or whatever his name is. He's not real. That motherfucker is not real. Instead in the tone of the lady on the plane, that motherfucker right there is not real. Literally that. But yeah, the Zootopia trailer, they have like a encounter with like a masked or cloaked figure, and someone was like just, you know, spitballing theories, and they were like, I bet that's a person, like that's a human under there. And I was, it never crossed my mind that there would be that they could put a human in fucking Zootopia. It wouldn't be like off completely. It'd be like Beastars, where humans are technically real, but they're just really rare. It'd just be like that. The weird snake poster. I wonder. I don't know. I definitely saw like a part of it, like the screenshot that the person was talking about. So I don't know. I sure hope Northern Lion isn't real. Just for saying that, you're gonna like encounter him just somewhere. Do the mouth. Your story's villains a cloaked mask figure too. Very cool. Too thick. Okay, this jawline is looking mighty wide. Bring it in. Where is it? Like this. And then I think the eyes need to shrink a little bit. A weird line to cross. Human villains in the furry movie. I don't... Oh, that was a crooked. Fuck. Wait, go small and then... I feel like it would only be strange just because there hasn't been a lot of, like, introduction to the concept. Like, even just, like, in the background that would make it feel, like, plausible. Speaking of weird shit in the background and, like, a weird futuristic city, fucking... Was that a spoiler? That was probably a spoiler to some extent. Speaking of that, fuck, what is the name of that anime or that manga? To You the Immortal, is that what it's called? To Your Eternity, I think is how they ended up translating it. To Your Eternity or To You the Immortal, that manga / anime. I read a shit ton, basically all of it. It finished recently, or it's gonna finish recently, so I haven't caught up to it. They should have ended that fucking manga ages ago. I don't understand why they kept going. I felt so fucking bad for him. I'm curious. I don't know where the anime ended, but I wonder if they would ever go back and, like, finish the anime. They know it was like because like the beginning's very impactful and the start of the story is very good. And you think just when you think it's over, they do another arc, and it's like, dude, I know life goes on, but I don't think you need to show it. I don't think you need to show it, because then another problem gets introduced when you think the problem got dealt with, and it's like, oh my god. And I got to the point where it was I was like, cut the cameras, dead ass. This is it. We can't keep going. And so I'm curious how they're gonna end it. I'm very curious, because it was like, they could end it. They could end it right there and there. Mad, there's content. It's like eternal suffering. I guess that's the fucking point, right? Because he's like immortal. I felt like I was fucking immortal. I felt like I was him. I was like, oh my god, you mean it's not over? It's not over. There's more. My hat's so fucking big, dude. Just complaining about my hat now. It was really good, and it could have ended nicely, and then they were like, next chapter, and it's like, what? What? Animation starts out strong and fumbles in the ending. I'm not familiar with the animations, but it definitely is like a common thing to start strong and fumble. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, my point being is, like, some things I feel like it's what's it called? Out of the hands of the author, solely because I feel like a lot of things that happen like that tend to be because there are editors that are like, keep going. Samurai Jack, I never watched Samurai Jack entirely. I've seen episodes here and there. Just like as it was airing. I mean, it ended ages ago, but when it was airing, I've seen episodes here and there. Let me just get rid of this white here for now. Yeah. Oshinoko looking at you. Oshinoko. I keep looking because they're coming out with more anime. Oh my god, TikTok live is gonna end because it's like, you haven't touched your TikTok live interface in like an hour, and it's like, yeah, because I'm streaming. What am I doing, like pressing buttons on TikTok live? It's because I'm streaming. You still haven't seen it yet? Yeah. Let's see. A set number of issues. I wonder. I felt like as it had gotten popular, they definitely just kept going. What is this? Oh, I introduced the mask. Let me just delete them. Anyway, dude, they keep like showing Oshinoko stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, knowing the ending, Aqua, I thought you were better than this, dude. You were better than this. I can't believe that's the path you chose. I think he didn't even choose that path. That's what it felt like. The author intervened and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna have him do it. He's gonna do it. And Aqua he doesn't want to. It was very polarizing. It was just weird because it started even before the ending. It was getting very like non-believable just with the setting like they chose. Like the little crow girl was like, what is this? Like what? They introduced it as like a very mysterious concept, and then they were like, actually, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Know how to write himself out of the corner he was in. Yeah, definitely. Because it was like they made the dad crazy, and then they were like, oh, but Aqua's crazier, right? But I also felt like he didn't have to, like, I think he could have gotten a similar ending without Aqua ending up that way. I do think, especially if he was just pulling shit out of his ass anyway, like, I think he could have just came up with something, and we, as the readers, had no choice but to accept it, so just fucking make us accept it. He didn't have to do all that. I don't know. Season 1 and 2 of Promised Neverland. I've never, I think I've only seen like the beginning of it, but my sister, I think she had read all of it, and she was also of like the
there? Who are you gonna call when games are
she was
there?
also of the mindset where it was like
there?
this
Come
kind
down
of
to Freddy
not
Fazbear
this
Pizza
didn't this
Fred
did not
Bear.
age well. Like it didn't. It also had like a weird progression, especially at the end. I don't know. I don't blame authors for that like entirely, because I know it's very difficult, especially when they're serialized and you have to make it chapter by chapter. You're kind of, I just really got rid of the mask that I was using. You kind of have to like plan ahead, and it's very difficult to do that, especially when you're receiving feedback from an editor, and then everything you had planned suddenly you're not allowed to do it. You know what I mean? Suddenly it's like, oh, actually, we want to change this. And you're like, oh my god, I have to rewrite everything. As far as he was, we know that, and we know he is. We have a whole fucking book to look at that was an idiot plot. Literally. What are you, some kind of universe cat? I know, right? My own little universe, and you would think. Where is this? This is this one. Okay, mask, and then erase. To repeat the steps. I got rid of it. Hey! I think I've had like 7 hiccups maybe. On the first day of streaming back? Wow. I spent less time playing Apex with Dokeeper to put his ass to work. That's true. I'm sure by now though, or by then, it probably had already been. I think the fate was sealed. I think Aqua's fate was sealed by then. I'm sure. It's probably the author being like, I don't want to pull the trigger, but I'm gonna have to. But let me just go play Apex to get my mind off of it. What I must do. It's probably gonna start pushing the release dates. I do feel bad for the creators behind it. Yeah. Something interesting that I'd seen recently. My sister had mentioned it. Oh wait, this is also masked. Had mentioned it, but the author for the Apothecary Diaries. It was also one of those things where, what's going on here, Eraser? Where the author themselves pitches something, and then they have like their own view of things, and then the editor is like, nah, just straight up nah. Like I think his name is Jinshi, the guy. The original author didn't intend for them to be like a main character, but people really liked them. And then MEOW was supposed to be like an old ass lady with kids. Like, it really is those things when you create a work for publishing and you're working with a publisher or an editor, you can't get attached to what you're making, because it's 100% gonna change, especially when the point of them even publishing you is to, like, for you to make money and like the next best big thing. Like, your things are gonna change, and that's just how it's gonna be. So to some extent, yeah, I don't blame them for the way things go. Not at all. But sometimes it's like, maybe fight back a little bit. Maybe fight back a little bit on certain points. Pull this in. Translation, people taking liberties. Yeah. Definitely. Totes. The hat is so fucking crooked. This hat is like the bane of my existence when I'm drawing these. It's all in a folder. This one. Transform. You made the hat. I know. And yet it fights me every day. It's okay. Like, I like the big hat. I do. But my perspective is just terrible. Let me just do this. You reap what you sow. I'm sewing all right. Make it lower. Smaller, maybe. This. Bing. Erase. I'll probably just redraw that entire little bit right there. Let me check something real quick. An hour 40. That's way more than I thought I was gonna stream. I would have definitely streamed earlier if OBS did fucking explode on me. Ghost Stories. The original series is a sad drama, and the dub, yeah. It's so weird how that happens. Things just be happening. G-pen. Oops. Things happen all the time. I would say, like, I feel like stuff like that can't really happen these days. But if you... but there will always be, like, bad dubs no matter what. Like, the dramatical murder, which is a BL. Funny, haha. A dramatical murder dub for the anime is so strange. Like, I'm sure, like, a bunch of people have probably made videos or talked about it more in detail. But, like, I don't know why it ended up that way. Because I don't know anything about the voice actors, but I doubt they're like that. Like, it probably feels like maybe there was a lack of direction or something. Like, I don't know what it is. Or, like, the writing of, like, the actual dub script is probably just strange. Like, the delivery is weird, and some of the dialogue is weird, too. Although, the dialogue being a little bit weird, I don't know. It's very strange. Very dramatical. The skimp on the VAs and don't fit the characters. You like when they do that? Probably makes for something interesting, I guess. This is, like, there's a bunch of them in Better Than Very Weird. That is true. There's like a line. Actually, I could probably find it on YouTube.